I'm really, really excited to be here today because I'm about to show you some stuff that's just ready to come out of the lab, literally, and I'm really glad that you guys are going to be amongst the first to be able to see it in person because I really, really think this is going to change the way we interact with machines from this point on. Now, this is a rear projected drafting table. It's about 36 inches wide, and it's equipped with a multi-touch sensor. Now, normal touch sensors that you see, like on a kiosk or interactive whiteboards, can only register kind of one point of contact at a time. This thing allows you to have multiple points at the same time. I can use both my hands, I can use chording options, I can just go right up and use all 10 fingers if I wanted to, like that. Now, multi-touch sensing isn't completely new. I mean, people like Bill Buxton have been playing around with it in the 80s. However, the approach I developed here is actually high resolution, low cost, and probably most importantly, very scalable. So the technology, isn't the most exciting thing here right now, other than probably its newfound accessibility. What's really interesting here is kind of what you can do with it, and the kind of interfaces you can build on top of it. So let's see. So, for instance, we have a lava lamp application here. Now you can see, I can use both of my hands to kind of squeeze together and put blobs together. I can inject heat into the system here, or I can pull it apart with two of my fingers. It's completely intuitive. There's no instruction manual. The interface just kind of disappears. This started out as kind of a screensaver app that one of the PhD students in our lab, Ilya Rosenberg, made. But I think its true identity comes out here. Now, what's great about a multi-touch sensor is that, I could be doing this with as many fingers here. But, of course, multi-touch also inherently means multi-user. So Chris could be out here and interacting with another part of lava while I kind of play around with it here. You can imagine a new kind of sculpting tool where I'm kind of warming something up, kind of making it malleable, and then kind of letting it cool down and solidifying in a certain state. Google should have something like this in their lobby. I'll show you something a little more of a concrete example here as this thing loads. Now, this is a photographer's lightbox application. Again, I can use both of my hands to kind of interact and move photos around. But what's even cooler is that if I have two fingers, I can actually grab a photo and then stretch it out like that really easily. I can pan, zoom, and rotate it effortlessly. I can do that grossly with both of my hands, or if I can do it just with two fingers on each of my hands together. If I grab the canvas, I can kind of do the same thing. Stretch it out. I can do it simultaneously where I'm holding this down and gripping on another one, stretching this out like this. Again, the interface just disappears here. There's no manual. This is exactly what you kind of expect, especially if you haven't interacted with a computer before. Now, when you have initiatives like the $100 laptop, I kind of cringe at the idea that we're going to introduce a whole new generation of people to computing with kind of this standard mouse and Windows pointer interface. This is something that I think is really the way we should be interacting with machines from this point on. Okay.